Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning's meditation seminar. We suspend our mind just a little bit to free awareness, to become aware of its own self. And then, having established ourselves in awareness, more or less, we'll extend that awareness throughout our body. Because awareness awakens awareness, within ourselves and within each other. So we extend the energy all the way down to the earth, and it rises back up to the heart, palate of the mouth, to the top of the head, to our fingertips, embodying, Then having established ourselves in awareness, more or less, we'll extend to the immediacy of our situation, which is us. So we'll extend inside to inside, directly, unmediated. We'll do that. So now the field is not only within our body, but it's in front of us, around us. We're in it. We're it. And then we'll extend to our ancestors, the mothers and the fathers, and the mothers and the fathers, of who are expressions. Then we'll extend to all the great teachers in our life, kindergarten up, parents, friends, pets. And then we'll extend to the different traditions we participate in. And all these different traditions or articulations of our experience of this mysterious awareness. Many different names, metaphors. Then we extend to one particular aspect of our own being, which is rather mysterious. It's archetypal, the archetypes, those energies and vortexes and elementalness that becomes everything and anything, And we'll extend to that dimension. And we're especially extending it this morning as the Guru, that primordial awareness in everything and anything, and self-revealing itself, as light, as knowingness, self-liberation. As we start off this morning, we're going to start off with a method from a great text called Duja Yodroma, and it's from Longchenpa, and it's a particular text that helps invoke the primordial light and energy within ourselves. And most of these methods are methods of invocation, and ultimately they're shamanistic. The power of invocation, the power of bringing forth that which is deeply within us and manifesting us and bringing it into the circumstances of our own mind and body and situation. So for a moment we can place in the center of our chest the mantra Ah. The primordial sound Ah. Then right within that the sound ma. And this syllable symbolizes space, from which everything arises. Ma. Then right above that, ha. The water element, dakini is element. Then to the left, Re, earth element. Right at the bottom of the heart. Ni, fire element. Then up to the right, Sa, Maharini Sa. That's the mantra of the Dakini, the goddess, the feminine gnosis. Maharini Sa. You don't have to say it, you just feel that. It'll pulsate. Maharini Sa. From that moment, from there, we'll sense that energy, that feminine sphere, Espechuri, in front of us. This energy of great bliss. And we'll feel that as a Dakini, a goddess, feminine form of the energy, with one face. In her hair, there's a sow's head. And this sow, this pig, symbolizes Marigpa. Just like she symbolizes Rigpa, awareness of awareness and all its blaze, blaziness. And there's always so close, Marigpa. So there's this drama of concealment and unconcealment, over and over again, throughout our life, throughout experience. Concealment, then unconcealment, then concealment. This process, Actually, that's the guru. Concealment, unconcealment. And then her mood is wrathful. It means she's fire. She has 3 eyes. One eye symbolizes seeing non-duality, and the other 2, all the pairs of opposites, right and wrong, good and evil, better, best. So within non-duality, she experiences duality. Within duality, she experiences non-duality. Then she holds a dagger, Draikun. It means it opens up phenomena, like unzipping it. All the different phenomena, all the different manifestations that she experiences directly. The light, the energy, the primordial pulsations manifesting. Then she has a cup in her hand, a kapala. It's filled with blood, life force. We live in this sea of blood, all humans and animals. And this blood also symbolizes the vitalness. So this invocation of the vitalness of the life force, Amrita. And then she has a katava, like a long a stick you lean on. And that symbolizes the column of light, this great channel between heaven and earth, centered in our heart. And she dances, and every time she moves, there's this expansion of the energy and the light. And so innumerable light rays in all the directions arise from her into us. And in her heart, the energy of the light shines forth into us. And as we experience this light, it echoes back, going into the world, and it touches the elementalness, and it brings the elements back into us. So there's this power of extension of the light, and then bringing it back in, embodying the light and the energies. And this light collects and dissolves into our heart. And as it dissolves into our heart, we're going to press the winds from the top to the bottom, from the navel to the root. Sometimes you can put your fingers, if you want, at your navel or before. You don't have to. And it's called a kumbhaka. And you just press the energy down super gently. And you're coming into your heart. You're extending it down. Navel down. Your breath may stop. And as you're extending down, you also open up and expand in front of yourself again. It's a little complex. Opening, extending, and again, gathering in this light. Now as it's coming into you, you can breathe in the breath, the respiration through your right nostril. You can place your finger on your left nostril and just very subtly, lightly. It's like the subtle energy, the respiration, the chi, Shakti, down into your heart. And then you do the same with your left nostril. You can place your finger on your right. And you pull, you connect to that, and you breathe it in. And it dissolves into light and gathers into yourself, in your heart, permeating your entire body. And then you will pause. And often there's the breathless breath. The breath stops, and within the breath there's a respiration. Then the text says this: meditate on this bliss in openness. And after the meditation, understand that all phenomena, all experience is this awareness, this manifestation of awareness. And the very nature of this awareness is primordial, and openness, potential, vast openness. And its nature is space, unbound spaciousness. And then it says, so do not meditate now, do not create, relax in the natural state. This natural state is not a trance state. It's not an altered state. And it is the state of primordial wisdom, gnosis, equanimity, equality consciousness. Then it says, this experience you're having and given is really a gift of the wisdom wind. It's like the breath of God in the traditions, or this Penuma. And this is the bliss that overcomes suffering. Now, as we're remaining in this field, this awareness, we're going to do another invocation another invocation of the primordial guru. This power, this archetype, this energy, this process of self-illumination, self-liberation within circumstances, just as they are. And this text is from Dushan Rinpoche, and it's text to the heart essence of the lake-born Vajra. And that's a metaphor for Guru Rinpoche. And Guru Rinpoche is a metaphor of this process of self-revelation, the Logos. We'll lean into each other. Two awarenesses are better than one. And then the text in its invocation says this: Namo. In this indestructible nature, this original nature, just as it is. That's us. This indestructible, unborn, undying awareness. And in this sphere, SPHRE, of the great bindu of clear light. So it's like this sphere of light, blue light. And in this unchanging, innate ultimate deity, which is us, we take refuge within this our self-nature, just as it is. So we take refuge in our nature, just as it is. And we cultivate and bring forth this sublime, enlightened awareness. And actually we see form through duality. So actually within all the duality around us, this begin to experience this sphere, SPHRE, this presence, not only in our own self, but in everything and everyone. We begin to experience this guru, this process of unfoldment within our own self and everything and everyone. Then it says this: in this realm of sentient beings, appearances are openings to light. They're valid. They exist. Doorways. And in this one taste of the great self-awareness, there's a mysterious statement, huh? In this one taste. It ultimately implies that everything is this one taste. With all the difference within it is this one taste. And even suffering and love, suffering and pleasure, suffering and happiness are ultimately one taste. One being. And then I, us, we give rise to the bodhicitta, the great compassion, which is self-liberation for ourselves and others. The power of this light that we can extend in ourselves and within others opens the contractions. Then it says this: and from within this sphere, SPHRE, of this nature of emptiness or space, there is this compassionate radiance. So, the nature of reality is this spacious knowingness and radiance, light and oneness, creating everything and anything. And then it says, all this appears as our own awareness. And then there's a mantra, Hari, H-R-I, in the heart, that radiates forth light, radiance, vitalness, illuminating our body and the context of our situation. Hurry. And this opens for us all the universe and sentient beings into this light. And here it's speaking how this process of self-liberation is completely relational. The light, opening the light in with each other. Then it says this. So at this point now, we're going to start going to the different dimensions of human existence. It says, all objective appearance, or Dechen Penma. And Dechen Penma is the form of the guru, is ordinary reality. Sometimes it'll be like a picture too of Guru Rinpoche, like an ordinary person, a little outfit. So all objective appearance, or Dechen Penma. All ordinary appearance is the Guru. Opening. Then it says this, in the center of this palace, and they're always in the Tantra speaking about, it's both a palace and a charnel ground. That's for sure, It's both simultaneously. So in the center of this perfect palace, with all its characteristics, there is this lotus. And the lotus is an alive symbol of being free within our own mind and with the circumstances, whatever they are, as liberation, unboundness. And then there's the light of the sun, which is this luminous solar light, that illuminates everything, cuts through, and metabolizes all experience. And there's the light of the moon, which is soft, in the truest sense of the mother. Perhaps you can feel that now. And then there's the syllable Hri, H-R-I, which instantly transforms into our self-nature. And now the self-nature is at the Sambhogakaya realm, the archetypal realm. And this is called the Immortal Totra Child, another name for Padmasambhava or Guru Rinpoche. It's a different outfit on Sambhogakaya. So we're opening up the capacity to experience the multidimensionality of our own existingness. And as we go more subtle, there's more power, there's more space. Things are not as quietly as determined. There's more potentiality coming through. And he has a rosy white complexion. I mean, this is the light of the arises in the heart center of the Sambhogakaya. It is often this rosy, luminous, rosy white. And it's youthful. the youthfulness, the unborn, undyingness, It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. And smiling. And yet there's this slight wrathfulness, fierceness that's necessary to exist. And it's compassionate, generous, and youthfully sensuous. This embodying is sensuousness. And he's holding the Vajra, and the Vajra is the symbol of that, the symbol of unborn, undyingness, immortality, timeless awareness, us. And the skull cup in his hands, seeing the same repetition with the Dakini now. The skull cup, blood, life force. And he sits with his two legs fully crossed, and then his Mandaravra, who is his own radiance, his companion, who is his own radiance. And they're in union in the mysterious conjunctio. And here the mysterious conjunctio is the union of the masculine, feminine energies with her own body, infusing each other. And they're holding together this arrow and long life vase. And the arrow, like the one over there, it symbolizes having a long life. And the vase is the vase of vital energy. And they're wearing various silks and precious jewels, adorned with tiger skins and bone. And so you see this combination of aesthetic beauty and at the same time this primitiveness. And delighting within this expanse of the garland of the rainbow light. So the light is coming through their bodies. And here, originally the symbolic and primordial beings are indivisible. So what we're using symbolically is actually bringing forth the actuality. And the heart center is a tent of light. And our heart center now is a tent of light. And in the center of this light is a golden Vajra. That's the symbol of that Vajra. And the golden is always symbolizes the Guru. And so when you see that light, that's a symbol or manifestation of the presence. And there is this luminous seed syllable, Hari, rosy white, encircled by the mantra. And then the light rays radiate forth from you to circumstances. And if you want, you can make offerings to all the great ones and taking blessings from them, lineage that you love. And then this clears the obscurations for beings and placing them in bliss. Obscurations mean not experiencing what we are. So all life and the essential vitality of samsara and nirvana, all life and the essential vitality of samsara and nirvana, which are exactly the same, two different views, or light in the form of this nectarian liquid felt sense. And then this dissolves into the radiance, blazing fire, tent. And so then all that appears is the deity, divinity, everything and anything. And all sound is a mantra, and all thoughts are within the innate nature of truth, meaning all experience is the manifestation of the light. And this all becomes a great play of bliss, of primordial wisdom. Then the mantra Om Hong Vadu Guru Pama Siddhi Hong, invoking the Guru within yourself, as yourself. And then this great light of the Guru, darkness light, appears without conceptualization. Just like I'm blabbing along right now, you have knowingness without thought. No thought. Without thinking, no belief. You just know it. Then it says, rest in this expanse of this original purity, Katig, totally pure. Being is pure, uncontrived. And once again, like the appearance of the rainbow in the sky, awakening awareness into this form of body, speech, and mind. And so we can offer whatever experiencing into this expansive sphere, SPHRE, of non-conceptual knowingness, gnosis, jnana. So all things can rest in people in this original state, remaining inseparable, indivisible as the Buddha. And here, as Buddha did not talk about someone who lived and died in the 5th century, but it's a metaphor of primordial awareness, like Shiva is, or Christos, or whatever metaphor you like. That inseparability. And this pure nature is beyond your mind. That's why as we become aware of awareness, we step beyond our mind. And this great primordial wisdom, which is naturally accomplished, naturally given to us. It's a givenness. And out of this, action arises. Compassionate action, And then it says, finally, may the good fortune of great bliss prevail for you, life after life, death after death. So with that then, our final little shift is we're going to focus in this state as the Guru. And this is a very simple meditation method. You focus as the Guru. You hold your awareness as the Guru. You don't need an outfit. You don't have to look like a particular person. But as the Guru, you claim, hold, and bring that forth without effort. And we'll do that now, meditating as the Guru. Gnosis. This is a invocation, a very old one from the Enigma tradition. Awareness as the Guru. Ah, primordial sound. Ah. My own awareness is the Guru. In self-recognition, I take refuge. The awareness of self-liberation is always present in everyone, though momentarily hidden. The primordial Guru is always so pure. And this knowingness gives protection in every event and every moment. When the widespread purity and the oneness of existence and appearance manifests, when the widespread purity and the oneness of existence and appearance manifest, the blessings of direct perception takes place. Direct knowingness, gnosis, jnana. And the differentiation of the meditator and what is meditated upon dissolves. The always existent truth of my innermost awareness being the Guru provides abiding stability in the vastness of the all-pervading essence of events. My own nature as consciousness purifies and dissolves the very lack of knowingness. My body, my speech, and my mind are the very same manifestations of this divine consciousness, just as they are. And the essence of all events are free of failure and free of success and free of rejection and free of acceptance. In this awareness, everything is the play of the essence, the play of consciousness. Repeat the mantra, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om, and you will experience the body of light, which is the great transmigration Guru.
So we'll end up now. We can rub our hands together, place our hand on our heart, sealing the experience, and that simply means sustaining the experience of being in awareness throughout the day. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. We have a great eclipse coming up pretty soon. Good luck. See you later. Oh, there's a program. Yeah, there's a program upstairs. A Tibetan Lama's giving a talk at it'll be upstairs, and he's a very renowned scholar. And you might have to sign up beforehand, or to go. The talk he's giving is on exceptional living. On L Street, yeah. A bit of a strange title, especially when you're focused on the bliss of the ordinary. Anyway, but all times when you have the guru, part of you can think for yourself. We have to always have to think for ourselves. Is my understanding of the guru possessed in the context of patriarchalness and theocraticness? You can think about that sometimes. Is my understanding of the guru out there and a function of patriarchalness and theocraticness? Thank you, guys. See you next week. And if you'd like a copy of that little last invocation, I'll give it to you now. And we can put the chant Hari Haribo, which is a chant to the guru. And about the guru as this universal process.